For this week's GP Fast Forward, we're taking a look at the HG Zeus silhouette from Gundam Seed Freedom. While this does come pre-packaged with the HGCE Destiny Gundam Revive, we're gonna try and see what other kinds of high grades we can stuff into it. I fell in love with this design the moment I saw it on screen. I'm an absolute sucker for armor parts that can combine into an independent fight unit, ever since I saw that fight between the Zaku Amazing and the Build Strike. So naturally, seeing a mobile armor that can turn a kit into an Advance of Zeta suit? Love at first sight. Not to mention this absolute monstrosity of a railgun that comes with extra barrels. There's probably some way to link these all together Knights of Sidonia style, but that'll be a ridiculous project for another day. Regarding the build, the Zeus silhouette itself is incredible. Made almost entirely of soft plastic, the flight unit comes together very well with very few visible seam lines, as they're almost all hidden in one way or another. That is, aside from the long ones along the railgun barrels, but these are undergated and not super noticeable anyway. Very little needs to be color corrected, and there's only one singular sticker for the camera unit. There are a couple of small gimmicks here as well. There are these sliding hatches for these missile pods along the leg units. There's hidden swappable handles for the firing mode, and the camera unit has additional missile pods with opening gimmicks and part swapping. One thing some builders may have an issue with is the leg connectors being on C-clips, but having multiple points of contact here and there being limited articulation at this point makes it kind of a non-issue. Included in the kit are two action-based 7s that do very well to hold up the entire unit. I still don't like the action-based 6 all too much, but the 7 might be my go-to for most high grades from now on. Now, after years of careful research, we've concluded that there are a couple of things necessary in order for an HG to be compatible with this kit. The first is backpack compatibility. Whichever kit you choose, it needs to be able to fit standard 2-peg HG backpacks. Anything that can fit a standard RX-78 backpack should be compatible. This is because the Zeus unit needs the Destiny's backpack for the spare barrels in the camera unit. The second is ankle compatibility. Most HGUC kits that were released during or after the All Gundam project should have these long, thin polycaps for their ankle connection, which we need to attach the long leg armor of the Zeus unit. The third, and potentially trickiest one, is waist compatibility. If you're confident in your chiseling skills, you could very easily just carve out the necessary divot in any rear skirt. 2 to 2.5mm should do the trick, but otherwise, you'll need to find a way to make the Destiny's waist unit compatible with your high grade. If you've got these two polycaps and any length from a 3mm runner laying around, you can make this work. Just combine all three as such, and shave this polycap down enough to fit in the waist unit, and you're good to go. If you can fulfill these three criteria, you can most likely throw that high grade right into the Zeus unit. I tried my absolute best to put the Pale Rider in there, but the ball joints in the ankle just would not cooperate. The Build Burning, on the other hand, worked out perfectly after I added that custom waist connector. If you find yourself somehow fitting other wacky kits into this thing, feel free to tag us. As always, thanks for watching.